You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast. All right, welcome back to the Hello Sport Podcast. I'm unqualified opinion and unwavering bias here at 7:50 a.m. on a Monday morning. Very tired, not keen. Not keen, punters, dribblers. That's a bad way to start. It's a bad message to send. 7:50 on a Monday is not fun for anyone at any point. Now, I wake up always excited to come and talk to the punter and the dribbler, irrespective of the time and how I may or may not be feeling, but that does not mean that there isn't a part of me, a part of all of us, something that unites us all, that just fucking hates Mondays at 7:50 a.m. Just fucking hates them. I'd be lying if I said that we weren't exactly like that. There was a good chance that I wasn't coming in today because Daddy's had a little bit of an upset tummy since Friday. So poor old Eddy and Dave operating on the, I guess, understanding that there was a very good chance I was going to pull out late. So at 6:30 a.m. when you hear that I'm good to go, relatively speaking, I imagine that breaks the heart a little bit. Edward, how are you?
I'm all right. It broke the heart a little bit, but I didn't allow myself to go there. I didn't think that you'd pull out, to be honest. That's the God's honest truth. So.
Well, it's sort of, that's my...
But when I hadn't heard from you at 6:30, I was like, maybe the chances are improving. But at the end of the day, I'd prefer to do it in person than to do it over the internet. So I can't complain, punters and dribblers. No. It is what it is. I can, draw umbrage with, I don't even know if that's the right saying.
Take umbrage
with the start time, sure. That isn't in our control at the moment.
At the moment.
At the moment being the telling part of that sentence. God knows that it won't be 7:30 forever.
No.
God knows that. If he's alive.
If God does in fact exist, which I think based on current situations around the world you would suggest does not exist.
Well, he's on holidays.
Yeah, right. He's in Hawaii.
Yeah, playing a ukulele.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Scott Morrison either.
No, he's not God.
He is a long way from God.
He's far from God.
Yep.
And poor old Dave, who sleeps, I think Dave sleeps like 23 hours a day. So for him...
23 and change.
Yeah.
Yeah. His usual start time's 1 p.m.
And that's to fucking get up and like...
Walk his dog for 15 metres and go back to bed. Maybe roast a couple up.
Walk the dog, get the dog to poo in the backyard. He only walks in the backyard.
I know.
Walks
15 minutes from his bedroom to the backyard. That's the walk.
Well, that's the size of his house.
Yeah.
Walks the dog around the backyard, couple of poos. Dave goes and sits on the back balcony, roasts a couple.
Yeah.
Back to bed.
Yeah. Goes and raids a cupboard, maybe makes some mee goreng.
Yeah. Mee goreng for breakfast is a real... DYOR Dave breakfast, pound cones, eat mee goreng for breakfast.
Yeah, but it's not breakfast though.
No, it's not. But if it's the first meal you eat,
it's his breakfast.
It's his breaking of the fast.
Yes,
he's up all night eating pods, Snickers pods, Twix pods,
Mars pods, pods
though. He then pounds mee goreng about 1 p.m. for breakfast.
Yep.
He'll do both in temperature and in feel one of the hottest shits of his life at around 5 p.m. that day. Today.
No, a bit earlier. 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Depending on how the body takes to it.
To the chili.
Well, to the chili mixed with just like leftover pods.
Yeah, and bong water. He'll then retreat to a dark room.
Yeah, where there's like
roast a couple more
zeitgeist.
And then get really zeitgeist.
Yeah, or like a fully torrented season of fucking...
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah. Or like Mighty Boosh.
Fully torrented.
Yeah, fully torrented. Well, yeah, no, just the entire season, the entire fucking series of Mighty Boosh.
Yeah.
And a couple of weird films
that
no one really cared about. Fully torrented. Shout out to Pirate Bay.
That's pretty accurate.
That's not bad, is it?
Pretty accurate. So I'm sitting there outside, koalas are looking at me being like, what a fucking lazy dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
It sounds about right. It sounds like we fucking know exactly what we're talking about here. Eddy, you have just by the sound of your voice, and obviously you and I have become quite attuned to each other's, rhythms, circadian rhythms.
Circadian rhythms.
Circadian rhythms.
I think a sleep thing.
Yeah, don't fucking get me on that. All right, don't get me on that. But
all I ever think about is cicadas.
Yeah, same. Well, it's like, I don't know, if you are a cicada, are you circadian? Think about that one. That's the real question. But you sound like you might have pounded a couple into the earth over the weekend.
Correct.
And when it's a Monday, it sounds like if you sound like this on a Monday, then the understanding I would have is that pounding was done from go to woe across the whole weekend.
Yeah, I was testing the voice in the car on the way over here. Nothing could be done about it.
No.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Nipped down to Melbourne Thursday, stayed in the city, which was nice. Had a couple. Bit of a dinner, bit of a yip and a yahoo, but nothing crazy.
Just a little Melbourne night.
But a little yipping was done, a little yahoo was done.
I bet it was.
Know that.
Yeah, I know.
And we drove down to Nick and Soph's wedding. Thank you very much for having us, and congratulations once more.
Yep.
A splendid time, Tom. Down Torquay, Geelong way. I don't know where we were specifically.
You may as well have been blindfolded and fucking chucked in a van and driven somewhere.
I was driven there, but I wasn't taking much in.
No.
I had shout out to Nick Mallett, who was my maps guy.
Compass.
Yeah. And when you've got a maps guy, you don't need to rent signs.
Fuck no.
Hamilton, maybe. Hamilton's coming to the...
So you were driving.
I was driving.
He was maps guy.
He was maps guy.
That's nice to have.
Do your lefts, do your rights, do your straights.
700 metres up here.
We got 40k straight here. Let's just chill.
Just chill. Maybe whack it into fucking...
That's it. We had Nova Naughties on, which is a digital radio station, just playing the best songs from like the early 2000s.
Okay, Nova Naughties. DAB, I think, digital something broad. That's an interesting place, radio stations. There's like fucking really niche.
Really niche. Yeah, like DYOR Dave stuff on that.
Yeah. He's got his own station. Anyway, so down to Torquay.
Down to Hamilton. Fucking get in there, staying in the shearers' quarters. Bloody great weekend. Tell you what, every time I go to Melbourne, and I've probably been over the years, Tom, don't know, 10 times maybe, 8 times, whatever. It is fucking dry as all get out. I don't think it rains down there.
Really?
It is impossibly dry. When you fly into Tullamarine, it's looked like you're flying into fucking the desert.
Moabi.
No green anywhere. And this was no different. Bloody dry the whole way down.
It's
I don't know if that's like...
only part of Australia, or the East Coast at least.
Exactly. That's my point exactly. But you came into a lush oasis, Tom. Water had been poured on the land where we stayed. Which
okay, that's good. Bore water.
Well, I don't know if they were using bore
or whether it just rained on just that specific...
Just if it rained on that specific area, Tom. I mean, like,
Did they put some of that stuff in the clouds?
The half-acre
seeding.
block. They might have said clouds, Tom, which can be done.
Of course it can be done.
I don't know how effective cloud seeding is, Tom.
I think China did it for the Winter Olympics.
No, they didn't. They just dammed water and flooded areas and
Eddy, I just say these things, right? You go.
I thought we'd already talked about that.
No, fucked if I know.
We might have.
We very well could have.
We may not have. But it was a fucking ripper weekend, Tom. It was really good stuff.
Did you have to do any officiating of anything, or were you able to just get there and were you fucking reading any, Paul's first letter to the Corinthians?
No, I didn't do any
bloody
Corinthian
speeches?
Stuff. No, I didn't have to do any of that stuff, which was great.
That's nice.
Which is unbelievable.
Ned could let his hair down.
Had to pull some bloke out of the creek though.
Wait a minute. What, like dead bloke?
Well,
not far off.
We were standing around fucking having a bit of a yarn, and this bloke, it was at night, and this bloke came up. He's like, mate, someone's just fallen in the water. We're like, holy shit. And we like run down there. This guy like tumbled down the hill. We would have been 60s, maybe 70s, and was like on his back in the fucking creek.
Out?
Like not out, was like rattled.
Yeah.
Fuck. And they were to get this fucker up the hill, out of the mud, up the hill, to dry land.
In your wedding fineries?
I won't tell a lie. I kicked the loafers off. Once I realised this bloke wasn't drowning.
But that it wasn't like get down.
It wasn't inappropriate.
Because I saw your outfit. I was like, damn, Eddie's looking suave. To think that you would, obviously, when a human life is on the line.
But once
a pair of loafers is not worth more than a human life. But if you can see that he's not fully submerged, then you've got You've got a couple of seconds.
I went down to the banks, like to the water's edge.
Had a little sticky beak.
Made an assessment.
Yeah.
Got the lay of the land.
Yeah.
This bloke's not drowning, but he's not going to be able to get out.
No, he's stuck here.
He's stuck on his back.
Yeah.
But the loafers can come off.
I think you probably could have taken the Dax off as well, if I'm being complete.
Roll them up.
Yeah, right. Okay. Above the knee.
Oh, to the shin.
Yeah, right.
But who's fucking measuring, right?
Excuse me.
And then we had to get this big fucker. No offense, but he was out of the water, and it was tough going. It was
how many did it take? How many?
4 men.
Four full-grown, full-blooded, thick Australian men.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not the strongest man in the room. We all know that.
No, but you do your best.
I do the best. But you'd have to like prop this fucker up and then get around behind him and push him up. Anyway, it was a big day for the poor bastard.
Who was he in relation to the wedding?
Nick's uncle. Very rattled. Super rattled. But
was he shit-faced?
Yeah, he was telling people his drink had been spiked, which I wasn't buying.
Well, that's yeah. As soon as you say that, you're hammered. Unless you're like at a nightclub and you're a chick who's probably had their drink spiked by some sicko.
People's drink gets spiked. Like
no one's spiking drinks at the wedding.
No. I wouldn't have thought so.
You know, it could have happened though. You could have had too much.
Yeah.
And fallen down a bank.
Yeah.
And almost cost Eddie his loafers. So how was
he? But did I feel like a hero? No, I didn't.
Look, you don't want to be called a hero. If other people want to call you that, that's on them.
Exactly right. Exactly. But I hope the bloke's all right. It was a bit, it would have been a shocking situation to find yourself in. Soaking wet, covered in mud.
At the wedding.
Haven't been dragged up a bank, but...
Too pissed.
Say
you've been spiked.
Which no one was buying.
No one was buying, and you probably know that on some level that no one's believing you.
Well, it's just some feedback. Tom.
Yeah.
My feedback to this gentleman would be that no one was buying what you were selling at the markets.
You're actually better off to say nothing. Don't even say whether you're pissed or not.
You got to try to sell something else next time.
Just be like, sell your age. Oh God, I'm a little older, and I lost my footing.
I'm hard of sight.
Yeah.
And I lost my footing. I was enjoying a peaceful moment.
Yeah, just to take it all in.
Yep.
And I slipped and I fell.
I came over here to think about love and what it means and how much it impacts this world. And
how much and how important love is right now in the world. And I slipped and I fucking fell down an embankment.
And it happens to the best of us.
How steep? It's obviously not a rocky embankment.
It was like, what do you mean?
Well, like as in, was it like a hill like this? He fell down?
Yeah, it was like down into the creek.
I'm saying he obviously didn't bounce off rocks, thankfully, but like...
No, it was probably like...
He just tumbled down
3 meters, 2 meters.
Okay, right. He just rolled down a fucking
He rolled down a hill into the water. Is what happened.
Yeah. Did you see him at the recovery the next day? Was he there, or did he keep himself scarce?
Andrew talked to him and he was like, yeah. He's like, I didn't want to come today.
I bet he didn't, dude. That was the first thing he thought of when he woke up. Fucking hell, can I change my flight? Get me out of here.
I seen him walk back and just hang his jacket on the back of a chair.
And what, sit back down at the table?
I was like, you poor cunt.
Where have you been? Oh, don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, you're wet, am I?
I'm a bit wet? Oh, yeah.
Bit hot, isn't it?
It's sweaty. No, don't worry. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. Don't make me go into it. It's been a rough 25 minutes. Oh, my God.
But, you gotta laugh about those things.
Well, if it's all good, if everything turns out fine, then you laugh.
And he found his And he found his glasses the next day because he lost his glasses. Like,
on the way down the hill at the bank.
Yeah, on the roll.
Fuck, so he's been blind for 24 hours
like,
as well.
We couldn't find him, but he was poking around there the next day and found it. So
he's gone back.
He went back, yeah.
Dude, actually, well, that's what they say, that's a way to get over like trauma is to face the thing that's fucked you up. So like he's gone back to the scene of he's gone back to the mountain the next day. Now it was out of necessity because he's as blind as a bat, but
he did do it.
Probably would have helped him process.
Yeah, what had happened?
Well, because he'd be seeing that, he'd be tumbling in his mind for a week at least after that. Just back on the top of that little mountain.
Yeah, he'd be tumbling. Yeah, that's right.
He'd be tumbling.
Yeah, probably a daily thought becomes a weekly thought.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You'll go back to that tumble.
You'd go back to that tumble from time to time. You absolutely would. But fucking hell of a weekend. Yesterday was a tough day. Commute days are tough. But we got the luck of the draw. I got to the airport. The 1 p.m. flight had been cancelled. Ours was still all good. We came in and out of Tullamarine. But people, like friends of ours, like so many of our friends were on the 2 o'clock flight, say out of Avalon, like the smaller one, but it was close to where we were. They cancelled it. There was no other flight, so they had to.
Why?
Well, I don't know, because it's a small airport.
But like you just cancel flights on people who paid for
because
it?
they said that the weather was too bad. It wasn't that bad, but
I don't understand if it's not cancelled from another airport.
Huh?
If it's not cancelled from saying if there's a flight that's leaving it at 2 p.m. from one airport.
Yeah. No, I know. I don't. It must be like a we can only let X amount in thing.
Right.
That's the only thing that makes sense in my mind.
That's a
so then they had to drive from Avalon to Tullamarine, $600 a pop one way.
What, like Ubers?
No, flights to get back on top of the Uber they had to get.
Hold on, so they don't reschedule your flight?
Yeah, but it was for the next day, and it was like I got work. Like I can't.
See, that's like not reasonable.
You're
going to cancel your flight, and you can't reschedule on the same day, but there are flights available for you to purchase on the same day. It's like, well, then reschedule me. Do you know what I mean?
I get it. Tom, I get it.
Yeah. But it didn't affect you, so who cares?
All I'm saying is I lucked out big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Because that would have been painful for...
Ooh, that would have pushed me over the edge. I don't know how I would have handled that. I was getting really antsy because my bag was taking a long time to come out. So that would have fucked me. If I couldn't handle the bag, how would I have handled a complete flight
change? That would have been tough.
But, Macca's on the way to the airport, Chinese when I got home. Life was good. I watched The Gentleman, the Guy Ritchie film. I've seen it before.
Yeah, same. I watched that recently as well.
I've seen it before, but I'm like, fucking oath. I'll give that another run. It's a ripper.
It's a ripper.
It's an absolute ripper. How are your bowels? Like, I'm not supposed to get close to you?
No. Look, I think we're all good here. So, Steph last week was vommy on Wednesday or Thursday. She did one vom on Wednesday and then was sick as a dog Wednesday in bed. Sick Thursday, but not as bad. And then it's been pretty much sweet. Like, nothing's really materialised. We thought she had food poisoning. Then I saw like a story shared on like Nine News Instagram or something. It was like gastro outbreak going around daycare centres of Sydney. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Maybe that's it. But again, I was sweet and the babies didn't seem like they were too bad. So I was prepared to be like, we're good here. Then Friday rolled around and I got up on Friday morning feeling good, feeling great, feeling good. And then at about 10, I was like, ooh, just starting to feel off. Not like anything particularly bad, just off. Stomach started twisting and turning. I had a couple of fucking Zooms I had to do with some like clients and some people on Friday. And I was like, I just need to get...
You did more than one?
Yeah, I did two. I had two. And then I had a call with Sebo, which isn't I can tell Sebo, I call him from the toilet if I had to. But I was feeling like I could throw up or shit myself at any point. And I was like, just get through these Zooms, be up vibe, be chipper, be chirpy.
Yeah.
And
push on.
Get through them. They're not too long. Again, though, I didn't throw up or anything, but once I finished them, I just went and got into bed and I basically slept for the rest of the day. Saturday rolls around. I fucking just felt sick again. Still no pooing, no spewing. Just still felt off. Slept for most of the day. By the arvo, I felt all right. I hadn't eaten for like 48 hours. Real intermittent fasting vibes. But I'm thinking, I'm good. Like, I'm back here. Have a ham and cheese toasty for dinner. Like, test the fucking waters here. I'm having a bit of dairy in this situation. We're good. So I'm like, all right, I think we're back. I think I just needed to starve this bug. And I just lucked out that I didn't poo or spew. Sunday rolls around. Feeling good. Go see my auntie in Manly. Shout out to Prue. Big Manly fan. Come back, go to the driving range with Henry, crush a couple of balls, just sharpening the tools before we take Horrow and fucking Corey Norman down.
Sharpening the tools?
Yeah, sharpening the tools.
Yeah, I'll get you.
It was packed, by the way. I've never seen Moore Park driving range so packed.
It was raining.
I know, but I just had never seen it so packed. Like, there were people waiting there for like 2 hours I'm like, dude, you need to fucking find something else to do today. Like, why are you waiting 2 hours for this thing?
Go home, bro.
Go home.
Why would you do that?
Well,
maybe
go and hit 80 balls. You'd want to be there for 6 hours if you're waiting too.
Go home, get yourself some Chinese.
Yeah.
And watch The Gentleman. Like, what are you doing?
What are we doing? Anyway, me and Henry got in there and we were good because Henry got there early and Henry got our spots. We went and had a couple of beers. Life's good. I'm thinking, Daddy's back here. He's going to have a couple of beers. Work it into a fucking, just a nice evening, maybe a glass of wine, dinner with the misso, bed. Here we are. I get home. Steph makes risotto. I love risotto.
You're a risotto guy.
Who isn't?
Is it your go-to risotto?
It's not my go-to, but Steph makes a good risotto.
You don't mind risotto?
I don't mind a risotto. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
Mushroom and maybe kale, funnily enough. Big chunks of fucking... Anyway.
What do you feel about kale? Where's kale sit for you?
Kale sits nowhere for me except for mushroom risotto. I won't have it otherwise. But it can be done correctly. It can be a nice crunchy bit of roughage.
It can be, but it is rarely. I think kale is so fucking overrated.
100% agree.
I don't understand why people like to pump up kale, why they feel the need to use kale, why they feel special using kale.
Because it's a superfood. Or it was. Kale was cool for like fucking...
So are blueberries, bro, and they're not in fucking every dish.
Blueberries are also fantastic, though. I hope
they are.
I hope you're not taking shots of blueberries.
I know, but people don't put blueberries where they shouldn't be. That's my point.
No.
That's my point.
Good to know blueberries are superfood, though, because they are super.
Yes, they are.
Anyway, I have the risotto, and then I'm sitting there on the couch with Steph, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm going to vomit, Steph. I feel like this fucking might be my crowning glory from the weekend. Run to the bathroom, start dry heaving. Nothing's coming up, but I want to. And I'm just sitting there lightheaded. Nothing's coming up. So then I just go, well, I need to maybe help this thing along, coax it out a little bit, like you're trying to fucking get your cat to come in, but I'm fingering my mouth. Jam my finger down my throat, and I just am fucking jamming it.
I've never vomited that way.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, I have, when I'm real pissed. But anyway.
You do that when you're pissed?
No, it's not something that I do, but I certainly have done it. And it certainly
as in
works.
like, I'm too pissed, I need to throw
Yeah,
up.
I need to get this out.
Really?
Yeah. I did it at Michael Pride's at the staff party. About even, Hello Sport.
Did you?
Snuck away to Michael Pride's, one of his probably many bathrooms that he has in there, and just blasted.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
So you do it often?
No, I don't do it often.
That wasn't that long ago.
No, but I was in a state. That was the first time I reckon I've done it for years, I'd say.
But if you're doing it secretly, there's really no way for anyone to know if you're doing it every time or not.
Oh, no, absolutely not. But I'm not a secret spewer. I'll happily let you know. But Michael Pride's,
So
I went off.
How, like...
There's a thing that you tickle at the back.
You tickle it?
Yeah, you flick the fucking thing at the back of your throat.
Fair dinkum.
Yeah, dude.
You flick it?
You flick it.
What the fuck?
Because it's not just about, like, depth of fingering, at least not for me. It's about you got to flick the thing at the back.
You got to irritate it enough.
You got to exactly. Yeah. You got to irritate whatever that thing is. I don't know if it's what is that?
The
esophagus?
The boxing bag.
Is it the boxing bag?
No, it's not the.
I don't think it is the boxing bag at the back.
There is a boxing bag.
There is
I don't know. No one knows what it's called, which I find interesting.
No, well, it's the boxing bag. But this thing, it's not what I'm flicking ain't the boxing bag.
So you in and up and then
just in flat and yeah.
2 fingers.
Yeah.
3 sometimes. It's always 2.
No, not 3, dude. I'm not that sort of an operator. 2's
2 standard.
perfect. 2's Goldilocks zone of finger in your throat. But anyway, I was doing that and I throw up, but it was like barely anything. And I'm like, okay, so why am I in here? What's my body trying to tell me? Like, I'm dry heaving. My body wants to throw up. I'm feeling sick. But then when I go and I start fingering my throat, nothing's happening. I'm basically like it was forcing up. So I went, okay, fuck it. Fuck you. I'm technically just going to think that I'm fine. I'm not shitting. Sorry, this is a very graphic fucking conversation.
Yeah.
So I just went to bed with like these raucous stomach cramps. I feel like fucking someone's wringing out a wet cloth in my stomach.
So you felt like you needed to vomit, but you couldn't.
Couldn't do it. And I couldn't.
And so how long did the feeling of needing to vomit without allowing yourself?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
And then I just went to bed. I had a shower and just went to bed.
Well, I mean, like that feeling of needing to spew but not being able to, that lasted for 20 minutes or it lasted all night?
No, that feeling like I need to spew on and off for 20 minutes while I was in the bathroom, culminated by me sticking the digits down the throat. And then once I couldn't make myself vomit, I was like, well, what are we doing here? I'm not just going to sit in the bathroom all night.
No,
either I'm just going to throw up in my shirt on the couch and it's going to come, or I'm not going to. I called my body's bluff. It's like, you're making me feel like I need to be sick here, but then when I'm trying to listen to you, you're not working with me.
Fuck you, bro.
Fuck you. So I'm going to go and I'm just going to hop into bed, whack on a podcast, and drift off.
And is that what happened?
Well, I mean, is Evie in a 2-year sleep regression and basically up every night at about 1 to 3 a.m. and hopping into bed and then just rolling around all night? So basically you don't sleep. And then you pair that with Zoe, who's also in a sleep regression. And she wakes up every 2 hours needing to feed or just to cry. I mean, if you mix all of those things into what you'd call a shit fight fruit salad, Eddie, no, I didn't sleep very well. And I basically have come in here with a twisty tum, no sleep. But you know what happens, mate? The show goes on.
How many times do you reckon you're sick a year, legitimately? Have to be 26.
Dude,
once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, but it's about having kids. Like, I know you think it's not, but like, friend of the show, I believe, I haven't spoken to him, but another friend of the show, James Harvey, apparently sick right now from his kid. Friend of the show, Charlie Bly. Sorry if I'm putting your fucking business out in the streets, but he may also be unwell. Shades of a little hand, foot, mouth. We all know what that's about. We've all seen my face from fucking a year ago when I basically looked like I'd fallen down a rock face. I had blisters all over my goddamn cheeks. Once you have kids, dude, and they go to those little Wuhan wet markets of daycares, they bring home shit all the time.
And that's just life.
That's just for a little while, yeah. I don't know whether it's like... I'm getting, I mean, surely there are obviously things you're not immune to, right? You're not immune to gastro, so I don't know. But I think you got a couple of years of just like getting sick all the time, which is awesome. It's fucking mad. It's a really great.
You love that?
Yeah, it's fucking great.
What is sleep regression?
Sleep regression is when they go through developmental leaps, usually. That's what it's associated with. So like their sleep patterns get a bit sort of fucked up because they're basically, it's almost like they're, upgrading their software. So like maybe it's like Evie's speech is improving, which it is, right? And like her like her speech might be improving, her independence, she might be getting more independent. She might also be feeling a bit more like separation anxiety. So like if she wakes up at night, before her little brain was processing what it meant to be like not in the same room as mum and dad, she'd just be able to go back to sleep. Whereas now she's more aware of those sorts of things. So it's like, whoa, what the fuck?
Where are they?
So it's kind of interesting because then you get them with the little babies, the little ones as well, and then you see them actually start to like. So with Zoe, it might be that she's like maintaining eye contact more, or she's now starting to be able to track shit with her hands to like grab it. That's the wild part of seeing kids, because you're like, they just go from these fucking potatoes with eyes, and then it's like Zoe's now like,
yeah, there's not much doing. Really
you can now like hold something in front of Zoe, and she's like trying to. It's like trying to navigate one of those claws to pick up toys, or like, you know.
Did you
like
ever get something out of the bin?
Not once, Eddie.
Never. I've never got something out of the bin.
Friend of the show, Rory Grattan-Smith, got an old Toy Story. You know Toy Story where they're in the thing and then they grab the foot?
Yeah.
He got 2 when we were in America once. We were in fucking Vail, Colorado, and he was, we were doing it. We were kids with our folks, and we were getting like, we were just pounding American dollars in there, like, and he was a weapon. He got 2 in one go. I've never got it.
What was the secret sauce?
I think that those things are like the weakest. Like grip strength is so weak. It's like, you know what I mean? Like try and pick that. It's like, So you just got to like try and hook it under like if say like they're wearing like overalls or some shit. Try and like just get one hooked under there.
I sort of thought that like their grip would strengthen depending on like luck.
So they're like programmed to be strong
weak?
sometimes. I think they're always weak.
I think it's also like when it picks it up and then it hits the top, it loves to just hit it really hard so it dislodges anyway.
Yeah, shake it out.
Yeah. When it's moving to the drop zone, it's shaking as much as possible.
And like if you're getting something far west of the drop zone, you've got a lot further to fucking travel before it gets to the drop zone. You know what I mean?
Do you reckon they're a good money earner, those things?
Yes. They're like kids' pokies almost.
They are like kids' pokies. I think they'd spit out a couple of bucks.
Yeah, for sure.
For you, the owner, if you owned them.
You know,
did you ever play the stacker machine? You know, the one where like the blocks went across and you had to press the button and build the tower?
oh yeah, as in it was like digital, right?
Yeah,
I used to love that
Yeah.
game. I used to fancy myself, and it would get quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker.
My mate won a laptop when we were in like year 8 or
Holy shit, dude. He probably could have been a Formula 1 driver with hand-eye
he was
coordination.
fucking good, and every time we would go, he'd be like, nah, let's see how far I can get. And he would get minor prize like almost every time.
We used to play that. Well, I used to watch someone play it more specifically.
You didn't
when
back
we went
yourself.
to fucking. When we went to Woolies in Bathurst.
That's where we played it. We used to watch me, probably. I used to fucking love that
Street.
thing. Yeah. Some of those things, that's like an addictive game. Bang.
It was at the bottom on the way up the
That's
escalators.
right. I was like, where the fuck did I play that thing? Because it wasn't in Planet Barrel.
No, it wasn't.
Underneath the cinemas, Empire Cinemas there.
It was at the Bathurst shopping centre in the middle of town. Shout out to it.
Shout out to it.
At the bottom of the escalators.
Yeah, in a big, big way.
In a big, big way.
Anyway, Eddie, so I'm here Monday. I'm good. As you may know, if you're watching this, I did get myself an oat cappuccino strong and also a nice long black, but I have realised that the oat cappuccino might be twisting and turning the tum a little bit, so I've retired it from the rotation.
Oh, you've taken it out.
Well, it's just sitting there. I had a couple of sips and went, I don't know about this one.
Fair call. I thought it was pretty risky to get it.
I wanted to test myself and see where I was at.
See where you're at, see what
Yeah.
you're about, see
Yeah.
what you're capable of.
Yeah.
I get that. I hear
Yeah.
you. I hear you.
And I'm not up to it.
You're not up to scratch. And that's fine, Tom.
Now, Eddie, there is obviously sport to talk about, but
There is.
before we get into it, bits gone on since the last time we did a potty.
That was, 4
Thursday.
days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days, 5
Bits
days.
happened. Now, I think there was threats of war. There was yarns of war.
There was whispers of
There was
war.
whispers of war. But I don't think anyone thought that we were going to get fucking war.
I don't think we're going to get war. I thought we'd get whispers of war.
Might get whispers of war, but like war.
Threats of war, whispers of war. Not the same as war. We've got war. Didn't think we'd get war.
Didn't think we'd get war at all.
Don't think many people thought we'd get war. Obviously, some people thought that. I.e. the bloke that fucking sent him in. He probably knew what he was going to do.
Yeah, well, he was probably the only person.
Yeah, him and his generals.
Very, very scat.
Yeah. putting up a fight, the Ukrainians, though. I've been led.
Yeah, I had to stop paying attention to it over the weekend. When it first happened, it was like rabbit hole stuff of just like, oh, okay, what the fuck's going on here? Why is this happening? Or like, not that you can even, I feel like there's a lot of nuance to something like this that I'm not going to get into, but trying to understand what the fuck's happening. I've been sort of like, I don't know if it's like everyone, Dave, maybe you can speak, but like, it's been on my mind, like, or not far from my mind all weekend, like.
Yep.
Since it happened.
Like Thursday and Friday and probably most of Saturday, I just had the news channel on just being like, what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, it's probably not helpful ultimately, but like also you do want to know what the fuck's going on, but it's like, you also don't want to be like, just sort of unnecessarily like keeping yourself in a state of anxiety. But it's pretty fucking intense.
Is there much news trickling out? I didn't have much reception or battery all weekend, so I haven't gone full rabbit warren.
Well, I mean, it's just at the moment, I think it's more just like that they're trying to. You're just seeing some of the fucking images you're seeing of like, you're just like people filming on their phones and like a fighter jet's flying towards their house and shooting fucking.
Yeah.
Or like the father who's like putting his fucking kid and wife onto a bus so they can go to a safe zone so he can stay and fight, and they're crying and you're like, oh, that's my worst nightmare. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's the worst nightmare. There's the worst case scenario. Like, I don't want to go into a world war, you know? That's the thing that I'm, like, I don't know. What's the go here? Do we have to go? Is Australia sending people there? I don't want to go over.
No, I don't. Dude, no.
I don't mean me personally, like,
no.
Obviously conscription.
No.
Not off the table.
I think.
But like,
I don't think we're anywhere near conscription.
No. So I'm not saying that, but I just mean like committing troopies, or is it just like we're just giving them fucking weapons?
I just think they're going to try to strangle them, like with financial sanctions and shit, and then just fund the Ukrainians. The US and the UK and shit aren't going to want to get into a fucking war with a superpower that has nukes.
A war.
There's no way.
No, but then
there's no way.
But then like, you know, is Vlad just some psychopath?
If Vlad keeps like marching west, then yeah, eventually they'd have to do something.
Yeah.
But if he just fucking woos up.
Well, but yeah, okay, that's my thing. I'm like, this guy seems like so. Whether this whole situation seems so like, whoa, what the fuck? Like that, it's like the idea of marching west doesn't seem so fucking crazy.
Well, we've seen it done before.
Yeah.
That's why it wigs people out.
Yeah.
It's been done.
And
the bloke that marched into Czechoslovakia didn't stop.
No. Kept marching.
Yeah, the etch thing about that, my mate was telling me
and they're buds with chines.
Yeah, the first place the Germans invaded as well was the German-speaking region of Czechoslovakia. It's like the first place Russia's going is the Russian-speaking regions of Ukraine.
And then just never wooed up. And then went into Poland, and then England and France were like, whoa. But he maintained at the time that he didn't think they'd do anything about it, but then they did. But no nukes in the world back then.
No.
Bit of a different fucking kettle of fish. He's also put like his nuclear arms on high alert and shit. It's like, whoa up.
Come on, dude.
Whoa up.
What are we doing?
Need to woo up, bro. Need to woo the fuck up. But like, I don't know anything.
No, neither do I. But
I like it. You just fuck. It's so funny. You like fuck on the radio on the way here, like Frydenberg and shit coming on. Dribbling away. I'm like, shut up, you fucking beaters. Like, no one gives a shit about us down here.
No, we're going to sanction Russia as
ScoMo
well.
makes out, he's like, yeah, it's like me and fucking Boris and Macron, like making out like he's one of the big dicks in the room.
You're not one of the boys, dude.
Dude, we're like 40th dick in line, bro.
Yeah.
You're not one of the boys.
We're not.
You're not one of the boys, bro. We never have been.
No.
We don't want to be.
We don't want to be one of the boys.
Leave us alone. Like, we like send a bit of money and stuff.
Well, that's the only way.
Just like surface level shit.
That's the only way we can actually provide
But
lethal aid is by buying guns apparently off America and then just giving them. Because we don't actually have any to give.
No, but I like that.
No, yeah, I know. But
If I'm ScoMo and the boys, I'd be going, we'll give like little presents and shit, but we're little beaters.
Stocking fillers.
Yeah, we'll fill stockings.
Yeah.
But we're little beaters down here.
Yeah.
We've got nothing to give. That's what I'd be pushing, that sort of rhetoric. There's only 24 million of us.
Yeah, but that's probably why then China will look at us and be like, "Oh, only 24 mil. I reckon we could eat that."
Let's buy everything. We've got the goat mode. We've been over this.
The goat moat doesn't work anymore. I've been thinking about the goat moat, dude. When there are planes, goat moats aren't that goat. You know what I mean? It might be the goat moat, but like...
It's goat mode.
There are planes now, Eddie.
So what?
Well, fucking what do you mean, so what?
There's also radars. They can tell when they get a good warning, That's what the goat mode does, buys you time.
Have we got I mean, you'd assume...
Shout out the goat mode.
You know when you drive, like when you...
Also, we don't know anything militarily. But
we know absolutely nothing.
All I know is the goat mode undefeated.
We'll have submarines
That's what I do know.
in 20 years to defend ourselves.
Mate, they couldn't Germany couldn't invade fucking the UK in World War II, and it's like 15 metres across.
Yeah, this was the 40s, though.
So what? They had boats and shit then?
Yeah, but it's the 40s.
What's changed? They had boats and planes.
Well, tech...
They had boats and planes
Are
at
you
the time.
are you sitting here and you're going to tell me the technology is the same in the 40s as it is now?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying they had boats and planes. That's what I'm saying.
Rapids,
and they could 15 metres. You'd fucking swim across. People swim across all the time. Couldn't be done with the goat mate. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
I hope you're right.
That's all I'm saying.
Dude, the Klitschko bros. Well, firstly, I want to say this. Like, with all of the Ukrainian people and all the men specifically who are like from 18 to 60 who basically aren't allowed to leave the country, there's obviously a lot of women as well who are just like fucking sticking around and getting given guns and they're like, we'll fucking fight. But like men legally can't leave the country, which is like harrowing to think
like
about.
Dragging people off buses.
Yeah, people trying to sneak out, which... I can sympathise with someone wanting to bail, like especially if you got family and shit, and you're like, fuck this.
18 to 60's pretty hectic.
It is hectic.
60's pretty old.
60's old. 60, you're falling down banks at fucking weddings at 60. You know what I mean? Like,
you can't get out.
You can't get out. You need to be helped out. But like, those Klitschko brothers staying to fight, and then Usyk, who's the current fucking 3 different organisation heavyweight champion, who just beat Anthony Joshua. Wasn't even in the country and flew back to fight. You're like, that's hectic.
Did he?
Right, he's back. He flew back in and he's going to fight. Like, that's gnarly.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty hectic.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I knew the Klitschko brothers.
There's a photo of Usyk standing there like on the front lines with some dudes. Like, dude, that is a bad motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Have you heard about this ghost of Kiev?
The ghost of Kiev.
I don't know if he's real or not. Like.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that probably is steeped in a little bit of mystery. Like, I don't think it's 100%, but it's like, who cares, bro? It's a good story. Let's lift people up with the ghost of Kiev, which is like, is it Kiev?
I say Kiev. My pronunciation would be wrong.
Because I hear Kiev and I hear Kiev and I think chicken Kiev. Do we know what a chicken Kiev is, Eddie? Are you aware of what a chicken Kiev is?
I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
It's like chicken with cheese in it.
It's a chicken schnitzel with like a little pocket of like butter or some shit in there. I think Dave's going to check for us. But I used to eat chicken Kievs when I was little. And then when I hear Kiev and I hear Kiev, I'm like, they are, I assume, the same place. But one is being pronounced incorrectly.
Is there a chance that the chicken Kiev has its history dating back to
Kiev? It's originated from Ukraine.
Where some people decided to put butter, potentially maybe cheese, inside of chicken in order to...
Potentially.
Increase the flavour profile.
Yeah. It's a good shout.
Well, I was also, before this whole thing started, under the impression that Kiev, the city in Ukraine, spelt K-I-E-V. Now I know that's not right. But anyway, chicken Kiev.
Wait, it's not right?
No, all the news and stuff are spelling it K-Y-I-V now.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is Kiev is Kiev.
Yeah. Okay, so it pretty much is. It says a chicken Kiev is a dish made of chicken fillet, pounded and rolled around in cold butter, then coated with egg and breadcrumbs, either fried or baked, schnitzel vibes.
Whole butter.
Stuffed chicken breast is usually known in Russian and Ukrainian cuisines or something else. But yeah, basically it originated in the Russian Empire, which would have been Ukraine as well at the time.
Chicken Kiev. Like, we don't miss much here.
We don't miss much here. And we should be calling it chicken Kiev, just so you know, but we call it Kiev. Potato. But,
Tomato.
Tomato. Patron. Macron.
So it was actually, so the city was spelt Kiev during
Kiev?
Kiev.
Okay.
Until the Soviet Union collapsed in 91.
All right, so we're actually not wrong.
So why did they change it?
Back
Because
to
I
its like
think
original spelling?
Yeah, it's more Ukrainian. The Ukrainian government launched a Kiev, not Kiev campaign in 2018.
Oh, so it's Kiev. That's why we called it Chicken Kiev. Now it should be Chicken Kiev. Keep up.
Yeah, keep up. And I don't know if there's probably better ways to support the Ukrainians, but just as like a subtle nod, I think we all get out and get ourselves some chicken Kievs.
Buy some Chicken Kievs. It's going to help. Well,
it's not going to help, but it's a subtle.
It's just like a,
what else, like sometimes you feel helpless in this world, right?
Yeah.
About what to do.
It'll help just as much as posting an infographic on your Instagram.
Exactly, or like a fucking I stand with Kiev, fucking.
Yeah. Well, instead of doing that, just have a Chicken Kiev.
Yeah, or like I denounce Putin on Twitter. You're like, okay, cool, dude. Yeah. Your 300 followers are gonna fucking make a difference.
And you're from Geary.
Cuz, did you see that fucking actress who put up the poem?
I couldn't watch it. I got through 1 second.
I can't watch
that sort of thing.
That
it's too
was fucking insanity, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Actors, dude, when these things go on.
Mate, like when the fires burn and shit.
That guy wrote the poem.
Like, people,
when it was COVID,
people
they
love
all
smelling their own
Imagine.
farts.
Dude,
bro.
that's right. They all did the Imagine song when COVID hit. I was so devo to see Will Ferrell in that fucking Imagine video. Do you remember that Imagine video?
No, I don't.
Dude, it's where like fucking Gal Gadot, super hot, Wonder Woman was like, she starts off the video and it's like, imagine there's no hunger. And then it cuts to like Will Ferrell and it's like, it's easy if you try. And then it just cuts to like all these celebrities singing like a line from Imagine.
But they're all in their fucking mansions.
They're all like, yeah, they're all in their fucking huge gardens and shit walking around while I'm watching this thing in like a 1-bedroom apartment.
Why? What is that about actors, bro?
Dude.
They love, you know what it is? They're fart sniffers.
Dude, big fart sniffers.
They just love
There was one around
farts.
Black Lives Matter as well. And again, it's a little more hectic, the Black Lives Matter thing, but it was just like a bunch of fart sniffing white actors who just were like staring at the camera all in black and white being like, I take responsibility. And like, that's the video. And you're like, is that doing anything?
I don't know.
I take responsibility.
But
they're acting in the video as well, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's not like genuine.
No, I know.
The dude from fucking Breaking Bad is like, I take responsibility. And you're like, what the fuck is going on here, bro? And there was one guy, I think it was Stanley Tucci of...
Who the fuck is that?
You'd know him from like the Hunger Games. He's like the really flamboyant gay guy in Hunger Games.
I haven't watched Hunger Games.
Ever?
No.
Wow. He's in a bunch of shit, but he was reading.
Oh,
That
yeah,
guy.
I know him.
Yeah. He was reading his teleprompter. He had to say like one line. I'm like, cuz, what the fuck?
Tucci. The Tooch.
Good actor, though.
Yeah, good actor.
But actors, dude.
Dude, actors. Yeah.
Like...
It's like they think, and we can't speak for all of them, but...
No, well, we've got some friends who are actors.
A lot of them seem to think that, like, they speak for all of us.
Yeah.
You're like, no, you don't. You're not a fucking... You weren't elected.
You're just good at being another person.
Yeah. You're a thespian.
And you're most likely hot.
Yeah. But you are a fart sniffer.
Is there anything we can do? Ours is just going to be Kievs for Kiev. That's ours.
Kievs for Kiev.
Because obviously we're essentially now, we've been thrust into the spotlight unwillingly.
We're not trying to make light of the situation.
No.
We're just saying...
We're just making light of actors.
Well, all we're saying is eating a Kiev for Kiev is doing way more than, I couldn't stand with you. Yeah, instead of,
a tweet.
A tweet going...
Or if I was Putin's mom...
Yeah, if I was Putin's mom, I would love him unconditionally.
If I was Putin's mom... What the fuck? Like, being in the room with that fucking idiot while they, like, come up with this thing. Now, I will say this. She can write a poem. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was... I enjoyed that side of it in the sense of just appreciating someone's ability to write a poem. Like, it wasn't like...
I didn't get through the first two
It wasn't like, if I was Putin's mum, I wouldn't give him chewing gum and we would go on a fun run if I was Putin's mum. Like, it wasn't... it wasn't poor. You know, it wasn't like an 8-year-old's poem.
Yeah.
But it was so up her own ass that it was like...
It was worse.
Wow. Yeah, it would have been better off. It would have been better off if it was I Putin's mum, I wouldn't give him chewing gum.
Yeah. Correct.
Anyway, shout out to that chick who is not really like, I don't even know the fuck she is.
Well, exactly.
That's what's...
That's exactly...
I mean, like, if it was Julia Roberts, maybe...
Yeah, but it wasn't.
No. But that's what I mean. It'd still be a no if it was Julia Roberts, but at least it'd be Julia Roberts.
It's like the guy that did the fucking...
Bushfire one.
Bushfire one.
Again. Great writing. Like...
Yeah, but who are you, bro?
And the way that fake, poem finished was fucking...
I'm not buying the fake tears,
No,
bro.
at the end when he's like... He's getting to the end and he's like, oh, my country. And he's like, tears. You're like, okay. Again, like a good poem, objectively, but like it just reeked of like...
Yeah.
Don't forget that I'm here.
Yeah, I did. You know, you want to help, bruh? Go down and make fucking... Whip up a couple of snags in the barbecues for the blokes coming off a shift. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's going to do a little bit more than that poem. No offense.
No offense. I'm sure your heart was in the right place.
It was in the right place.
That's that. We do know that. Heart most likely in the right place.
Yeah.
But...
You're getting high on your own supply.
I think so. And that's coming from two guys wearing sunnies inside.
You don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
No. Should we talk some sport?
Surely that's like, how long is that?
That's got to be the longest intro ever. Close to
53 minutes.
Yeah, that's almost a record.
Yeah, that's a record.
There is no sport on those.
No,
so
it's
it was designed.
Well, it wasn't designed.
Well, it was though.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't. There was zero design that went into that. Eddie, when we talk rugby league, we do it for our good friends at KO. KO, big supporters of ours. We support them. They are on board with the show this season, and we thank them for their support. We also, our relationship with KO goes back to when we basically rallied the punters and dribblers to bully KO into giving us free KO. That was a landmark day in Australian dribble and yarn history, and we have been consensually in bed with them, you could argue, ever since.
They're dear lovers of ours.
Dear lovers of ours. We've bedded them down in Bathurst. We've bedded them out in Western Sydney at the Toyota Gazoo race day. You know, we've bedded them in the city.
Yeah, we've bedded them all over this great land.
Yeah, and they us.
And that the betting continues, and long may it continue. We moved from a summer betting to a winter betting, Tom.
Yeah. Whether you whip out the doona again.
That's it. We whip out the doona, God's winter sport, rugby league, the greatest sport of all in winter. If you're going to watch it on KO, baby.
Yep. Live and uninterrupted during play.
Ad-free during play.
That's what they say. Anyway, Eddie, we talk rugby league. Friday, Manly played the Raiders. Manly came out. The lightning factory that is the Manly Sea Eagles of Jason Saab and Tolu Stubby Cooler.
Yeah.
Tolatau. I thought it was Tolu. Tolatau. Stubby. We did lose to the Raiders, Eddie, but like we didn't. And firstly, we start off by reminding all of the fucking people who are like, oh, fucking sucked in Manly. It's a trial, right? It's a trial. And if you get all horny for trial wins, it means you're a beater. Now, Manly got to a 16-6 lead, I think.
16-0.
16-0 lead. Thank you, David.
And then we go foot off the pedal.
Yeah, foot off the pedal. And also, look, I'll because Eddie, I know you didn't watch a lot of these, so you did watch some of them, but you didn't watch all of them. I know that you, as the wedding was on, under the table, I know, half the reason the guy was laying in the creek bed for so long was that you had to finish the footy.
That's right.
But we had injuries to Martin Tapau. Ola Kawatu looks like he's broken his fucking arm. I think Sipley might have gone off injured at some point as well. So just if you have those, he was binned, but no, I think he got injured at one point as well. If you have those injuries in mind, just take those in mind as you look at the fucking results here. But Jason Saab got an open space, and some loser in the comments, and I say loser with love, was like, because obviously now you know that Manly, we're a lightning factory. The punter and the dribbler are only just finding out. We're like, oh, you think fucking Manly's fast, man? What about wait till you see Xavier Savage for the Raiders? I'm like, cuz Xavier Savage is not spliced with lightning. And then you see Saab get in space. The commentator even says when Saab gets in space, like, Saab, and then the other commentator's like, Savage could not have been burnt more by Jason Saab. Like, Savage was nowhere.
Saab wasn't even trying.
No. So Saab scores a fucking phenomenal try. Then Stubby Cooler gets his hands on the ball as well from inside our 20 into open space. Gasses everyone, and you know the only person who was with him was fucking Jason Saab, who was basically just trotting alongside him like, I'm here if you need me, but you don't need me because these guys are all slow fucking beaters compared to us.
But if you did need me, I'm here.
But if you did need me, I'm here. Tommy Turbo's try was a sign that Manly's still here to rip and tear, because those two, the ones from Saab and Stubby, were like, against the run of play, Canberra fucked up.
Yep.
Bounced into the hands and we just ran away with it. Oh, sure. Intercept from Saab and then fuck up from Raiders with Stubby. But the Turbo one was like Manly backline play, fucking out wide to Ruben, back inside to Tommy. Tommy crashes over. Really horny rugby league. Raiders weren't too bad. Whiten played some good footy. But I think it was 16-18 with 20 minutes to go. And we just pulled off all our fucking players. Tommy came off, Ruben came off, Cherry came off. Fucking.
You know why, Tom?
Because we don't give a shit.
Because it's a trial.
It's a trial. If it was 20 to go and the game was in the balance and we needed a win, you don't pull those players off. So to your Mark Roddies of the world who are in my fucking messages telling me that Manly is shit, Ice of fucking YKTR fame saying Manly's peaked and then we lose the game, so that doesn't make sense. Mate, you guys wanted to sit down and fucking
woo up.
Manly coming to play.
It's a trial, you know?
It's a trial. Go back to the other results, Dave, from the weekend. Roosters lose to the Tigers. Standing O's, half and full time from the Tigers faithful. That's you're in trial land when the Tigers get a win.
You know you're in trial land when Parramatta beat Penrith 36-0.
That's it, dude. Had a lot of fucking people, all the Eels.
The Dragons beating the Rabbits.
Exactly,
the Cowboys
dude. Beating the Broncos.
Are you seeing a pattern here? Are you seeing
what was that, Matty?
4 of the top 5 last year.
Exactly, right? 4 of the top 5 last year.
Which was the one that didn't lose, if my memory serves?
Storm versus the Knights.
Yes.
Oh, damn, Dave. You beat the Knights. Well done. Hey, Dave, you don't want to get caught in the trap of getting excited about trials.
Winner's going to win. I don't know.
I will say, just go back up. I tell you who looked... Give some credit to the Eels. Obviously, they're not going to win the comp, but they did look pretty good. But the Panthers were without Nathan Cleary and I don't know who else. But it wasn't like, again, full strength. But they did look good. But
the Eels are there's a lot of chatter about the Eels.
Yeah.
And this year.
Well, it has to be this year.
Otherwise.
Well, otherwise it's like a rebuild again.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah. Not like, so I was in puns and dribbles today. I was just
taking the temperature.
Taking the temperature. Someone put an old article up being like, Eels release plan to become the #1 sporting franchise in Australia and win 2 premierships by the year 2020. And it starts with like the side. Here it is.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Parramatta Eels have unveiled a bullish plan to become the #1 sporting franchise in Australia and win 2 premierships by 2020. This is in 2015. They reportedly just signed one of the NRL's best players to help them do it, luring Manly superstar Kieran Foran on a massive deal. I mean, that was a big signing when they got him.
Huge signing when they got him.
Unfortunate. And did they have Hayne at that point, or had he already gone to the NFL? He might have gone to the NFL. I think it was 2014 he went to the NFL.
Yeah, I can't remember.
That's tough. Shout out to that asshole of a dribbler who's gone and like
That's,
chased up that.
How's he found that? Has he gone?
He just either remembered it or he's got like a Parramatta dossier saved in his.
Like that's, has he gone all the way back? Surely not.
I think you could Google it and find it, right?
But it's a Facebook status. Like that's a Facebook article. See? Screenshot it off Facebook.
Yeah, he's found the post. He's gone.
He's found the post.
Well, that's sickening. I respect
There's
it.
no way, like, surely he hasn't scrolled that far.
The date is coming from memories. It's the same day.
26th of Feb. Yeah, it would have been a memory, maybe. Got a screenshot of it at the time.
I didn't know
Fucking
memories like
Detective
that
Matty over
worked.
there.
No, I wouldn't have thought of memory like that unless maybe he commented on it.
Well, no, it could have been he just screenshotted it and then the screenshot came up in his photos as a memory.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. He would have screenshotted it back in 2015
Why?
because it's
Probably
a fucking.
for this moment.
Well, either he's a Parramatta fan or he's just an eyes up operator.
Dude, this guy's eyes up as fuck.
What's his name?
Tom Barnes.
Tom Barnes. Eyes up from you, dude. That's really good stuff. Really good stuff.
Good from you, Barnesy. Sandow in the photo as well.
Yeah,
Like to see
Sandow,
that.
Tim Manor, retired. Foreign, back at Man. Foreign, that was 3 clubs ago. He went Warriors, Dogs, back to Manly.
All I'm trying to say by that fact is, you know, you never truly know.
No, but dude, Zach Lomax, I think, is in for a big year. He's one that's like everyone. He's been touted every year or for a long time, and he's like a weapon. He's been good, but like the move he put on your loser Rabbitohs, Matty. Like, can you just get that? Can you try to find that, Dave? He like this in and away, then like runs flick pass for a try. I was like, holy shit, that was elite level. That's like tier 1 shit that he pulled off to like bamboozle. I think Cody Walker, Alex Johnson, and someone else.
So Zach's the real deal. Is that what you're saying?
You look at this move. It was like Gaznia. It was Gaznia-esque.
Gaznia-esque.
Yeah, dude. This little jinking, jiving. Dave will find it, and we can look at it in a second. If I'm the Broncos, now I know we don't listen to trial form. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Bang, bang,
Ooh.
bang.
Oh, my.
Dude, in, away, through, flick pass, try.
One more time, please.
They should show it slow-mo. They really should. Look at this. Bang, bang.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
dude. He fucking bamboozled like 5 players
Good
there.
crowd out there at Glen Willow.
Yep.
Mudgy.
Yep.
Love to see it.
You love to see
Zach
it.
Lomax.
Yeah, that was hectic. Also,
stuff.
yeah, okay,
Who scored that fucking freakish try?
Cody Ramsey.
Yeah, get this up. Nice.
Look at this put down. It was fucking crazy. Dude, that's a crazy put down.
Good Lord.
I don't want to, take shots at Vossi too early in the season, but the first 2 tries of the game, he said they could be the 2 best tries of the season. First 2 tries in a trial match, he said 2 best tries of the season.
Yeah, but he trades on the currency of hyperbole.
Right, and I
That's his
understand that.
thing.
I know, but if you're saying that, then how can any moment be taken like the gravity of moments lose their gravity when a commentator is prepared to say that for fucking anything. And that Cody Ramsey try was sick. It was a great put down. It may be the greatest put down of all of the year. But like, we're in a trial game, and for the first 2 tries, that was the greatest put down of the year, Cody Ramsey.
He should just tweak it a little
And
bit.
then the next try wasn't a bad try, but it wasn't the best try of the year. And he goes, that might be the best try of the year. And you're like, you've just done that the first 2 tries of the game. Like, can we just relax with the fucking over the top? Otherwise, no moment when you're calling it. He also said that, and I mean, this one may be true, but again, he said that Saab and Stubby are the fastest right side in the history of rugby league. Corey Parker's like, whoa, okay. Do we want to look into that?
Again, that's the currency in which he trades. He'd be better off going, that might be the greatest try of all time. Because he just leaves you, just say it every time.
Well, But that's kind of what he is saying.
Yeah, but lean into it.
Oh, you're thinking he just go full.
Go full tilt.
Okay, so we need him to just really open up.
Like really open up.
Yeah,
like
that's the greatest. That might be the greatest kickoff I've ever seen.
Yeah, yeah. That's the best grubber in the history of rugby league football.
Yeah, that was a perfect grubber. That pass might be one of the great passes all time.
All time. Just, and you get 3 or 4 of them a game.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck yeah, Vossi.
Yeah, one of the most elite short balls. That play the ball.
Yeah, that play the ball, I've never seen a better play.
Hang that play the ball in the Louvre. Put that play the ball, make that play the ball an NFT.
That defender could not be standing squarer.
Can we make NFTs of Vossi's hyperbole calls? Is that possible? I don't 100% understand how NFTs work, but I'd like to make an NFT series.
That is the greatest interchange
we've ever seen.
Of all time.
We have ever seen.
Like, I think that, instead of, because that wouldn't annoy people, that people would be like, this is hilarious.
I think it'd annoy some people. It'd annoy me. He annoys me. I'm sorry. The hyperbole annoys me. It was also nice to have Corey Parker back.
It's interesting that hyperbole annoys you.
Of all the people, I know. But because...
Isn't that strange?
Well, you make a great point because we are certainly not understated.
I wouldn't have thought we were allergic to it.
No.
Which is why to hear you speak this way.
But I feel like you and I, our cards are on the table in terms of the hyperbole.
Right. Yep.
I also don't think that it's hyperbole to say that Manly produced lightning. I think to call...
And bottle it.
And bottle it and inject it into the veins of human beings.
Yeah. That are worthy.
That can handle the heat. Can handle it.
Yeah.
To call that second try from the Dragons maybe the greatest try of the year in a trial game, to me, just seems a little bit much. But I do agree that we do deal in hyperbole, so maybe we need to be a little bit more forgiving.
That's all I'm saying.
That's fair. Sometimes you got to have a mirror held up to you.
Sometimes, yeah.
I know we don't talk trial form, but the Broncos losing 26-6 to the Cowboys, I think you can read into that.
Well, we've always said that trial form doesn't matter unless you're a certain team.
Like, I think you can read into that.
Like, certain teams, you can
trial
get
form does
a
matter.
Big read from. Like Jordan Ricky, sure, pretty good player. He scores a try, but that was it.
That was all. And it was from a grubber, from Tycee Gams, I think. But everyone's been talking about the Cowboys being a spoon contender. So if you're the Broncos, basically full strength side from my understanding outside of Adam Reynolds. Like, Adam Reynolds better be the second coming of Jesus Christ.
Did he play?
No.
Right.
That's what I mean. He better be the second coming.
Of Jesus Christ.
Because 26-6 to the Cowboys. Did Josh Chudley play? He's my new favourite player.
For the Broncos, doesn't
No. For the Cows. Chudley. No, he didn't. And we're poorer for it.
So they won 26-6 without the Chud.
Without Chudley.
Okay.
I would have thought you'd have a Chudley in there, especially if you pair that with a Chad. But
look, always looking to pair a Chad with a Chud.
Fucking, I tell you who's got a bit about him, and I'm not breaking any news here, but Tabuai Fado. I love that motherfucker. He's thickened. Thickened.
That photo of him.
Yeah, look, he looks thick in that photo, doesn't he?
Photos.
Oh, yeah, they're 2022.
Yeah.
He is thick as fuck. Look at him. Yes.
Yeah. Like that. He looks
fast,
good.
thick. He scored a nice little individual grubber to himself try. Only 20 years old and he's played Origin.
Dude, that photo looks incredible. Look, the quality of that photo.
I can't get over the way he runs. He just looks like he glides along the ground.
Yeah, dude.
He's not putting any pressure on his feet when
he's floating.
Yeah.
He's Cowboys member number 501,437.
How's that work? There's no way they got 500,000 members, Eddie. Shit.
And what do you get a new?
I got to buy our membership today. I keep forgetting to do that.
Do you get a new member number? Like, is there been?
Maybe it's just of all the members in the history of
the club. Seems like a lot.
It does. All-time favourite movie. Oh, they've got a bio on him. All-time favourite movie, Coach Carter. Favourite athlete growing up, Matty Bowen. I love that. He loves mango. As a kid, What did you want to be when you were older? Playing the NRL. He's living his dream. What is something you couldn't live without? PlayStation. Respect to that. Who's your favourite actor, actress? Will Smith. Love Will Smith. What is something you think is overrated? Tomato. I think tomato's appropriately rated, personally.
I can't sit here, Tom, in good faith and tell the punter and the dribbler that I think tomato's overrated.
No.
I don't think it's overrated.
I don't think it's held to any like lofty sort of height.
Tomato works its ass off.
I think tomato
it's in
just does its
pasta,
job.
It's on pizza bases.
Yeah.
It's in sandwiches.
Mate, it's the ultimate utility veg.
Obviously,
Or
tomato
fruit. Just got a seed.
Tomato can rear its ugly head, say, if you've got it in a ham cheese,
Toasty.
tomato toasty.
Yeah, and it becomes as hot as the fucking sun.
And it becomes as hot as the sun. Now, why does it come as hot as the sun? Well, because there's shitloads of water in tomato. The water heats up. Now you've got boiling water inside of a tomato.
Yeah.
You bite into it, the hot boiling water comes out of the tomato.
And then onto
into
the
your
tongue
mouth.
and
Yep.
basically sears layers of skin off the tongue.
Now you've got a 3rd-degree burn problem, a big problem. Now you're at ER, you're going, mate, I need a whole new mouth.
Yeah, what do we
Why?
do?
Well, I got going on the tomato too early. That said,
You can't
I
become
don't think that means it's overrated. I think it can be dangerous.
Yeah, oh, it's a danger.
It can be a danger
But a lot of things can be dangerous, right?
Yes.
It's a handle with care.
situation.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't agree more.
Could you, Dave? I don't think we're done with a couple of those bios.
Yeah, I was looking for the chart, but he's not in the first team, so
No, that's fine. Chudley, look, he's got to earn his place. But is that just a Cowboys thing, or do we have bios for?
No, I reckon because all the websites are designed the same.
Can we go to
so
the
I reckon
Manly
it would.
Club,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah, go to Manly, go to Brad Parker.
Let's go to Brad Parker off the top.
See what annoys the ant.
Yeah. I tell you what would annoy the ant.
What?
When, like, kids come and stamp on his nest. Bang, Brad Parker, first person there.
Oh, maybe it is just a Cowboys thing.
What the fuck? Proud Manly Junior Park continues to take his game to another level under Coach Des Hazard has forged a strong combination with new room. Yeah, noted for his strong defensive efforts and ant-like strength. Wow, they've got that in there. That's cool. Parker often confused for having the muscle density of a full-grown male chimpanzee. Dude, that's fucking insane. They put that in there. All right, well, so Manly don't have it. Does anyone else?
Who do you want to check?
Well, fucking just pick another club.
Guess who I'm going to
Go the Eels.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, dude. You're using DuckDuckGo there, Dave.
Nah, Ecosia.
Ecosia.
Yeah.
Why?
They plant a tree for every 8 searches you make.
I bet you they
they're
don't.
also so much worse than Google in terms of
Yeah,
results. So I enjoy torturing myself.
I
in
bet
that
you
way.
they don't. Can you go Gutho of Shintat fame? Too hot for Shintats.
They plant a tree every 8 searches.
Apparently
No
so.
way. All right, go back to the cows. Get us Chad Townsend. About enough of this.
I've had enough. We've checked too many.
We've checked too many. We got one more for Chad, and then that's it.
Oh, no.
Come on. Chad.
Bad.
There he is.
Here we
Yes. All-time favorite movie, American Gangster. Favorite player growing up, Matt Rogers. Respect that. As a kid, what you want to do? NRL. These motherfuckers
They
are
all
living
wanted to be NRL
dreams.
players.
Aren't they just living dreams? I guess it'd be weird if they said like postman. What was your first job? Letterbox drop. That was why I said postman.
His favourite all-time TV/movie character is Vincent Chase. What the fuck?
Vinny Chase. That's so good. What's something you couldn't live without? Coffee, hook it to my veins. What is something you think's underrated? Breakfast, agree.
Was Tabo?
Did Fido think?
Hammers overrated or underrated?
I think his said was overrated.
I think his was overrated.
Yeah.
yeah.
Breakfast is underrated. But
Yeah, his was
Yeah, his was overrated. Breakfast is probably
I
rated.
don't think breakfast is underrated.
No, I don't actually think it's underrated either. Maybe he just thinks it needs a bit more shine. Peter Hiku's at the Cowboys? What the fuck? What's Peter got? All right.
Avatar.
Fair call for all-time favourite movie. Favourite athlete going up, Dan Carter, Stacey Jones.
Sure.
as a kid? What did you want to be when you grew up? An All Black? Okay,
Sure.
he's not living his dream.
Yeah,
he's the
yeah.
first one not living his dream.
But he is comfortable admitting it, which
Yes.
I respect.
First job, nursery. I assume that's a garden nursery rather than a children's nursery.
Yeah, I'd think so. Tom.
Favorite all-time movie character, Wolverine. Something you couldn't live without. Screen time. Jesus Christ. That guy's an addict. You may as well just say crack.
What do you think is something underrated, having a car? Is it underrated? I'm not happy with any of these answers so far.
Well, I think-
on the most important question, the over underrated.
Petty Eagle's responses have been fucking screen time and having a car is that's shocking to me.
I don't know what to make of that. Let's do one more.
All right, one more. Who do we want? Let's go back. Let's have a look who we want to go with. Hold on. Val Holmes, Tommy Dearden. Tommy Dearden.
Yeah.
Or do you
Or
want to
Jason.
Jason Taumalolo?
Yeah.
Yeah, go Jason. Holy
Jesus
shit, he's got some
Christ.
raps. They've written
Oh,
fucking...
I like this.
Favorite TV show as a child, Dragon Ball Z or Pingu?
Fuck yeah, Pingu.
Pingu was that like just the penguins that fucking...
He didn't
like
even
Noob
speak. He was
Noobs.
like,
Yeah, it was like that stop motion, like
Yeah, like
penguin
claymation.
Play-Doh.
and it went for
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Claymation.
It went for 5 minutes.
And it was like in between ABC
Yeah.
Kids episodes. Pingu. Yes, Jason. Favorite podcast, Any True Crime. Favorite comedian, Dave Chappelle. These are some different questions.
yeah.
Childhood celebrity crush.
Kerry Hilson.
Who's that? Who's Kerry Hilson?
Don't know.
Well, we need to know.
Worst purchase you've ever made.
A gel blaster. What the fuck is
What's
this
that?
shit? Find out what a gel blaster is, please, Dave. As
Hang
well
on,
as Kerry Hilson.
Kerry Hilson was like an R&B singer.
Can we get a picture of her up?
She hot?
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
she's not Beyonce, but I get it.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
She's
Let's
hot.
see what her songs were.
Don't mind it.
Pretty Girl Rock, Knock You Down with Kanye West and Neo. I don't know any.
Never
I
heard
can't
of
believe you think they plant a tree every 8 fucking searches, you little
Yeah,
lefty.
Dave.
Look,
on...
it says it.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it
Oh,
says
no,
it.
yeah.
Oh, it says it. It must be true.
No, but go up. Go up. It's like, because he's got ad blocker on, it probably
Yeah, I
doesn't
think it
work.
does, yeah, true.
It doesn't.
So it's not working because
It's not working. It says,
When I downloaded this, it was under the impression there were
We
no
plant
ads,
trees
but at
thanks to
some
the
point-
income they've earned from ads. You fucking idiot, Dave. So Dave's, instead of using Google, he's using Ecosia because they apparently plant a tree every 8 fucking searches, but he's got an ad blocker on this, so they plant no trees. And they probably plant no trees anyway.
oh, Dave.
And a gel blaster is what? Images.
I like a water gun type thing. I think.
Wow, he must have really been disappointed with that purchase. Because I don't like... It's a toy gun.
Gel
basically.
blasters now to be treated as firearms. Well, fucking hell.
Basically, a toy gun is his worst purchase, though, is what he's talking about. And Kerry Hilson of No One Remembers Her fame. Of You Weren't in Destiny's Child fame.
What is your signature dish to cook? 5-spice duck breast.
Damn, dude.
One famous person you like to meet, Elvis Presley. Could you imagine Jason meeting Elvis?
Well, Elvis is dead.
Yeah.
That.
I'd love him to meet Elvis. So he obviously, I mean, I'd like to
Does
have
he
met
mean?
Elvis.
Does he mean he's?
Like his body, his corpse? Surely not. I'd like to meet Elvis, though. Elvis is a weapon. Well, I mean, I don't really care about meeting Elvis. I like Elvis, though.
Well, Elvis is the king.
Yeah.
we know.
I don't
that.
think I'd like to have met late in life Elvis when he was like a bloated fucking
No, like alcoholic on the way out.
Well,
It was,
dead body essentially floating in the river.
yeah.
bloke.
You'd want to meet like young hot.
Young hot Elvis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's been pretty illuminating. I don't think we necessarily need to go anymore, Eddie. I think that's
You don't want to
almost...
sit here and do everyone in the team.
No, not everyone in the Cowboys, I don't think. It's not
No, I
really...
don't think
it's
so.
not, but you know what? Good on the Cowboys. Good initiative.
My favorite answer: Vinny Chase.
Yeah, Vinny Chase for Chad Townsend. All-time favourite fucking cinematic character. Vinny Chase. That's the best answer of all time.
Vinny Chase. In brackets, entourage. Yeah.
Yeah. Vinny Chase. Fucking hell, that's good. That's good gear. Is that rugby league? Yeah, thanks to KO. Thanks to KO for bringing us rugby league in 2022. Let's move on. Holy shit, dude. Vinny Chase. Vinny Chase, the most like one-dimensional character in that entire fucking show, dude. Vinny Chase. He was just the hot guy that fucked heaps of birds, like reverse cowgirl in like a department store or something.
Yeah. And like had one season where they explored him doing gear.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Doing this, man.
Oh man, I'm on coke. It's like, how is Ari Gold not your favorite character in that show?
I know.
Johnny Drama. Like,
I wouldn't
how?
if
or
Ari,
Billy Walsh.
Dude, if Ari wasn't in that show, I wouldn't watch it.
That show would have sucked cock without Ari.
It would have been horrific.
Vinny Chase.
Oh, oh my god.
Oh.
Dude, Vinny.
Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff, bro. If you want to see a show that would have been cancelled, that is a show. You watch that
So it'd be
show
cancelled now,
Yeah.
100%.
You go back and see that, you're like, oh my God. Is there anything else to fucking talk about?
There's
No.
the Blake Ferguson stuff. He had a bit to say.
What?
Well, he's out of jail now.
Has he been in jail that whole
He's been in
time?
jail for like a month.
Dude, no, months. It'd be
No
months.
No, I thought
way,
it said
has he?
29 days.
Has he been
hang
in
on.
prison that whole time?
Yeah.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
that's a bit much. I know you're in another country, that's their
Japan, they don't
rules.
fuck around
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah, 29 night stint in Tokyo
Holy
jail.
shit, I missed that. And his $1.5 million contract. Fuck.
What did he have to say?
What an idiot.
So,
I
yeah,
feel
it's-
sorry for him, but what an idiot.
It's been really lonely and boring. Time goes really slow when you're locked up for a month. Didn't hear anything from Australia because I didn't have access to a phone. It was just me and some Japanese guys who couldn't speak English.
Oh,
I read a
bruh.
few books, but that was about it. The food was pretty ordinary, and I got a really bad back. The mattress would have been a centimeter thick. I was never expecting to be placed into a resort. And he says, I got myself into this mess. There's no one else to blame. I had too much to drink and put myself in a really shitty situation. Other than that, I can't say too much about the case, but I'm hopeful it'll work out okay. He's going to plead guilty. Hopefully they will show me some leniency, he says. I'm not really scared, but I can't wait to go home and see my kids.
See, that like not being able to see your kids is a really horrible part of it, but like you're
Mate,
a
where's
fucking
Dad? He's
yeah,
in fucking
he's in prison
Japan.
because he's a fucking idiot. Like that's the thing. Like I feel bad for him, but he's a fucking idiot.
I love the way
My partner was obviously angry and upset about what I did.
Yeah, I reckon she would be, but also like a $1.5 million contract. Like, you know, the guys that, like you feel bad for. Like I feel bad for anyone because he's clearly not like a horrible human, but a dumbass. Like but you just at some
A
point.
lot of money.
At some point, you need to get your fucking act together, right? Like you have 3 kids and you fucked up heaps before.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And you're old.
You're old, dude. You don't have a lot longer like to earn good money. That is a fucking lot of money.
Over how many years?
It would have been a couple.
Lot of money, mate. A shitload of coin. Anyway, is that rugby league?
Now it's rugby league. I will just say this, Eddie, this weekend, this weekend, we have Masvidal and we have Colby Covington.
You know, I'm in Vegas on Sunday.
Is that this
Are you
That
going
fight.
to it?
Like, we haven't decided yet because we got an early morning the next morning where we got to drive out somewhere and I don't know. Still
I
deciding.
would be trying to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's this Sunday.
Is it really? Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent.
Australia-Pakistan test starts on Friday.
Oh, yeah, we got that as well. The boys are over there.
Excellent.
There's also, I saw a fucking thing that Warren said that he'd put his hat in the ring to coach England.
Warney said he'd coach England. The fuck is wrong with him?
I don't know, dude. I think he's just salty that everyone in the country thinks he's a bit of a goof after the summer.
You reckon that's why? He does like it over there. I think he's got a house and shit there.
Oh, I'm sure he does well. I mean, we all heard about him having the windows open in Chelsea as he ploughed fucking 2 ladies of the night.
I'm a little bit surprised by that.
Yeah, I am. But I think...
No one likes to shit on the English more than him.
Yeah, I think Warren's like a bit of a holds a grudgy sort of a guy, as you could probably tell by the Starks situation. And I feel like maybe he's a bit dirty at the nation, maybe for Langer, maybe for...
What? That's a bit much, though.
I don't know. I'm just trying to like...
No, I'm with you. I'm hearing you.
And also because the nation sort of turned on him a little bit over the summer because he was just hard to listen to in the commentary.
And do you reckon he's hyper aware of that?
Oh, bros, he was hyper aware of it. Fucking oath he was. 100% he was. Mate, he was getting lit up on Twitter. I mean, people in general are assholes on Twitter, right? But like, people would like 100% have been fucking in his...
Yeah.
Whatever, not DMs, whatever the replies, mentions, and just like fucking having that at him. Because he would leave he'd say it on commentary earlier. No, I'm not saying I don't like Mitchell Starc. Like he got really like defensive about it. It's
right.
Well, it sounds like you hated him. But so it wouldn't surprise me. Look at those fucking teeth.
Have there been any Masvidal, Covington? Have they had a press conference yet?
Not a presser. They were on Stephen A. They were talking to Stephen A. on ESPN, and it was just a shit show. You couldn't fucking...
What? They're just yelling over each other.
Yeah. But Stephen A. yelling over him as well. Stephen A. doesn't have like any gears. He just starts screaming. So he starts the interview screaming, "Colby Covington and Masvidal, I'm here to talk to you about this." And it's like, holy fuck, dude, you've started at 11. Like, how are we? And then Masvidal, you speak first. And then like yelling at Masvidal. So Masvidal comes in with this energy, and then Colby's fucking yelling over the top of him. And it was just like, it was.
How long did it go for?
2 minutes.
And it was just
that was all I could stomach. Oh well, that's all I think. Anyway, I haven't seen a longer form one. There could have been a longer form one. I saw the 2-minute version on YouTube. I don't know.
Sick.
Fucking, it'll be a good fight. Can you, Dave, just get that card up? Is there anyone else on it?
It'd have to be someone, mate.
The undercard. I'd be interested to see who else is on there because I only have an awareness of
what?
The 2 big boys. Rafael Dos
Anjos,
Barboza, Bryce Mitchell, Kevin Holland.
Rafael Dos Anjos has had...
So no, I would say.
One of the tremendous fall from grace.
Well, he had his run, you know. He had his run, and then he's old now. Look, 30, he's had 40 fucking 3 fights, dude. Like, you know, he's been around the block.
Like when he was almost going to fight McGregor, and then... McGregor was dressed as fucking El Chapo and shit, and then
he fucking broke his foot. That was where the slide started.
And that was it.
Yeah. So it's really just Colby and Jorge. Like, to be honest, Dos Anjos versus Rafael Fiziev. These could be good fights, but in terms of big names, Barboza, Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell's actually a pretty cool fighter. Thug nasty. Kevin Holland's all right. Greg Hardy, not really, but like maybe worth a watch. Hopefully gets knocked out.
They'd be two in a row, I think, if he loses.
It would, yeah. It would. I'm pretty sure he's like a woman basher. So
yeah, I was going to say, I thought he was locked up or something.
Yeah, he's
a piece of shit. But this is like with UFC, it's like, well, the fucking main card, the main event sells the whole card. So why would we waste decent fights underneath?
For this specific example,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm super horny for the main fight. I think that Colby fucks him up. I want George to win, but I think Colby fucks him up. What do I know? Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. We wait and see. We watch with bated breath, Tom.
Should we dribble, Edward?
Let's dribble, bruh.
All right, Davy Daves. Let's dribble, my bro.
Tom, Eddy, T or Derek, Dubbo Dribbler here. Just heard you guys talking about you want to sign in Dubbo on barrel. I might be able to supply the sign for Dubbo, but it's going to cost you probably like a baggy green maybe. The sign will be worth it. Might even head down to 10 Worth Street Shops and chuck it up there and this is the home of where Edward Simpson fought his lollies. See you soon, guys. DYOR Derek, remember.
Jesus, I mean, firstly, poor old Dave having to listen to all these dribbles with just people bagging him out.
I'm used to it by now.
Yeah, you got a thick skin. Why the fuck can't you do both, dude? I appreciate it, but I kind of need a sign as well.
Yeah, but I understand what he's saying. He's not going to fucking go all the way to Barrel.
To mount the sign.
He lives in Dubbo.
Oh, he lives in Dubbo.
So the Dubbo dribbler.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Are we saying there's baggy greens on offer for 2 if we can get 2 signs erected in Dubbo and Barrel? It's got to be like at the entrance.
Yeah, he wants to do Tamworth Street.
No.
No.
You've got to find basically where it's like you are now entering Dubbo, the home of Eddy Simpson.
Well, there's a sign on the way into Dubbo.
That's it.
It needs to be in
Barrel.
front of.
Yeah.
In front or behind that?
No, in front of it.
Yeah, in front of it. Yeah.
You got to see it before you fucking. So it's got to be a decent size, and all these things you got to like let us know before we approve it because it can't be a tiny sign. But it's got to be. You are now entering Dubbo, and you are now entering Barrel, and it's like you are now entering Barrel, the home of Tom Birmingham, or you are now entering Dubbo, the home of Eddy Simpson.
Yeah.
There's a baggy green on offer for each of those, or if you want to do them both yourself, then you'll get one, and maybe a fucking black P's and D's hat. That's only if you're one person doing both.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we can offer.
Yeah.
That's what we can offer.
But
there's not many left.
Tell that guy to come back to us, though, with some... Because it's got to be a decent sign.
And look, I appreciate the people reach out asking for the black P's and D's hat because they fucking lost it on a train or the dog ate it.
Yeah. Oh, my dog ate it. I was on a boat and a fucking seagull came and took it off my head.
I appreciate that, but I'm not responsible for your fuck up.
Yeah. My boyfriend fucking was on a boat.
He loved that thing.
He loved it so much.
But he got off his guts and he fucking fell overboard and lost it. Like, not my fault.
Yeah, that's not our problem.
Sorry.
Sincerely.
On we go.
Good evening, man. Tom and Eddy, how you going? Hope the families are well. DYOR.
Oh my God.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it, bro. Got a question for the boys.
God.
We've reached a new level.
My mate came up, a long-time friend came up to visit me over the weekend.
He saved that
came up to my
father.
hometown about 4 hours away. We ripped and teared for a bit over the weekend, got stuck in, pulled up on the last night about midnight, had to get up early, go to work, start the working week. Anyway, I've left him on the lounge, told him he can chill, have a shower, lock up when he goes. He got up a couple of hours later, had a shower, left. Good on him. Anyway, got home in the bathroom, I found his undies. So now do I own these undies? Or am I allowed to claim these undies as my own? You know, they're in good nick, good strong elastic. Material is holeless. The bulge imprint seems to be similar size, and the sack should settle in nicely. I'm just thinking, do I throw them out, wash them, wait till I see them again, which is an unknown. I'm just not sure, boys. You know, they're Family Guy Stewie Griffin print. You know, a bloke can always use a spare pair of them. Just want some thoughts. Cheers, boys. Be you soon.
I think they're yours now, bro. I would like to just point out that you farted into the fucking into the phone to start that whole thing off.
He's got to put his mouth there after.
That's a great point, Dave. Oh, that's actually a great point. He basically just fucking got himself there, didn't he?
Very, very out there stuff.
Well, that's
as I said, we've reached a new low.
Yeah.
Look, if they're in great nick,
not pretty good nick. They need to be in good nick.
They need to be in good nick. They can't be a year old. They can't be 6. Like, they got to be in good nick. If they are, and you're looking for a spare pair to fucking
add to the rotation,
that's right. Then I'll be putting them on a hot wash, 40 degrees at least.
Maybe 2. Like, you double that up. You do it once. You do it twice.
Put in a shitload of stuff, and then you're good to go. But I'd be a hot wash for that.
Oh yeah, real hot wash, and also let them dry in the sun.
Yeah. Put them on the
back
hoist.
porch or whatever, the Hills hoist. Let them dry in the sun because nothing like a bit of UV to kill every bit of bacteria.
That's it.
Good dribble aside from you farting into the fucking thing, but
that added to it.
It did add to it, didn't it?
I didn't hate it, like I did. But
it's also like, what are we here for?
It's part of content, right?
You've got to expect their originality.
Well, yeah, good point. We're
People
here for
farting
farts.
into the phone.
Now, that's not something we want to start, though.
Well, we just won't play you.
No, we won't play you. It's not like don't everyone just kick off their dribble with a fart.
And if 1 week we don't have any dribbles, it's
You
because
don't want everyone farted into the fucking microphone.
Yeah, Tom, Eddy, DYOR, it's the Catherine dribbler here, Northern Territory dribbler, and first-time dribble. Just need to help out or contribute to the saga that is the stolen Bendemeer sign, home of Joshy Hazelwood fame. Here in Catherine, we have a sign saying birthplace of Cadell Evans. Don't think Cadell really lived here or nothing, but he was born here. Now, I say this with the utmost respect. I'm sure Cadell's probably a friend of the show, but he's no Josh Hazelwood. Birthplace of Cadell sign, never been stolen. Is there something to be said for towns keeping their cards close to their chests? Dubbo, for example. Welcome to the home of Eddy Simpson. Yeah, sick, but probably not getting stolen.
Disagree.
Maybe from some P's and D's. But welcome to Dubbo, birthplace of Glenn McGrath. That shit's getting stolen.
He's
narrow mind, bruh.
So,
sorry, bro.
yeah, keep your celebs low key. Keep your signs in the ground. Love to hear your thoughts. Anyway, Eddy from Dubbo signs forever. Stealing our Cadell sign, never. Beer soon.
Look, I'd have to disagree with him there in that I think that an Eddy, welcome to Dubbo, home of Eddy Simpson, is getting snapped up within the hour of it being stuck in the ground.
I also don't like how little respect he's putting on Cadell's name.
Yeah, there was a little bit of disrespect. Like,
The only Australian to win the fucking tour.
One of the great chins in world sport.
One of the great chins, one of the great chin bums of all time.
Yeah. He is as close to a human version of the characters from Ants as I've ever seen.
As we've ever seen.
As we've ever produced. He's as close to a Pixar character of an ant.
Like you roll a tour winner, our first and only, into a chin bum of consequence.
Into a Pixar ant.
I think that
Cadell deserves some respect.
Yeah, you could mount a pretty strong case to say that.
Are you telling me that's not
should have
Cadell
been
Evans?
stolen?
Look at that one up, Dave. Look at that. No. Go back.
Him.
Now down. No, you're all over the shop here. Yeah, but to the left. Yeah, back. That's Cadell Evans right there. Not enough bum chin. Now, what's in Catherine? And I'm not saying this to disrespect Catherine, but like I think Catherine should be celebrating having a Cadell Evans.
Yes, I would have thought so.
I don't know if Catherine's famous for anything in particular. I have heard of Catherine.
It's famous for Cadell Evans.
Right. So I feel like you need to...
Where is Cadell? I haven't heard Cadell mentioned for many, many years.
No. Cadell maybe just settling into life post fucking... He's still probably icing his hemorrhoids from riding for that long. You know what I mean?
Cadell. Where are they now, Cadell Evans? Like
1 week ago that was posted. Everyone's asking that.
People are asking, where the fuck is Cadell?
Go on, Dave. Unblock those ads. Let's get some trees planted, you dog.
Mate, internet's struggling.
Fuck it.
Good to see the internet still...
pumping.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting into its work. Look, you know what? Let's keep it a mystery where Cadell is and get on with these dribbles because the internet.
Yeah, according to his Wikipedia page, not much going on. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
We got to read
Two
a lot
young
here.
kids.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Good for him.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
G'day, Tom, Eddy, DYOR Dave, you bloody legend. I've been filling in for one of my mates' recreational teams over the last couple of weeks. And I've come to see that when you give dribblers the chance to come up with their own team names, they can be very creative. For instance, we saw a team called the Silverback Gorillas. And believe it or not, these lads were probably the smallest human beings I've ever seen in my life. They couldn't even hold pads for the great Tom Birmingham. Mm-hmm. And it really opens up your eyes to how creative some of the boys can be. Some basketball ones include Lord of the Rims and the Ball Fondlers. It just got me thinking about any great teams that you guys have seen during your time on this earth and playing the great sports that you do in Div Oz Tag or the great Thick Ropes County. So I'm wondering if maybe DYOR can do some daving here and potentially find some great team names. But yeah, shout out to all the great dribblers out there playing for the best teams in this great country. Thanks for the chat, boys. Love the potty. Tommy Neal's still the greatest punter on this planet. And love you, boys. See ya.
I reckon he said great 50 times.
That might have been the great dribbler.
He has to be the
great dribbler. But not for the reason that he's not a great dribbler necessarily.
Well, not necessarily. He just said great a lot.
Or is he just called the dribbler who says great a lot dribbler?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, the dribbler who says great a lot
because the great dribbler doesn't make sense.
That's too hectic of a title to have bestowed upon you. Look, dribbler who says great a lot dribbler, I fucking don't know off the top of my head. Thick Ropes County comes to mind. That's a great team name. Slippery Bucks, pretty good. You find a lot of those names where they try and be really witty and funny in like quiz teams.
The Ball Fondlers is...
I mean, I wouldn't say that's particularly fucking elite in terms of names.
What do you call yourself, Dave, in mixed netball?
They don't have names, remember? They're calling themselves the dribblers.
We were in our touch footy team. I mean, it's not that funny, but one of the guys in our team, his name's Greg Levine. So we were Greg Levine and the Dream Machine. But yeah.
You know what? I prefer it to like, it's like personal to you guys as opposed to it's like, fucking ball fondlers, for example.
If you were to come up with a witty one, what would you come up with?
Me?
Yeah.
For what sport?
Oztag.
The skin tags.
What's a skin tag?
Do you know what a skin tag is?
No.
They're actually really gross. It's like basically where like a bunch of skin, like, you get like a tag of skin, like you see them like underarms and shit like that. It's basically just like where skin grows. I don't know. Can you fucking get a skin tag up, Dave?
Skin tag.
I don't know what you mean.
You'll see it. I can't explain it.
Do you want a photo or do we want an explanation?
We want a photo.
Do we?
Well,
it's going to make me feel sick.
Yeah, you're not going to love it.
No, well, fuck that.
But it's not that bad.
It's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you could call yourself Aerobics Oz tag. Like Aerobics Oz style. Again, you're putting me on the spot here. Get rid of the skin tags, Dave, for fuck's sake.
The skin tags. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean,
look, I hope we've helped.
Yeah, I hope we helped you there. Dribbler who says great a lot dribbler.
On we go.
We press on.
Tom, Eddy, DYOR Dave. Just a bit of a short story long in regards to the whole turning a boo into a cheer. So many moons ago, up in Townsville for the dribble and dribblettes that might remember at the old Dairy Farmers Stadium, they used to have a thing called the 4X push-up boys. So I got a call late one Friday afternoon. I think the boys had scraped the bottom of the barrel asking if I wanted to, they needed a fourth for the old push-up boy. Now, being the 4X gold push-up boys, we were allowed into the 4X tent, as you say, for unlimited beers before the game and at half time. And being a dribbler that loves a beer, I got the call, got the makeup, got the kit, got into the tent, smacked about 3 beers before the game. Now, the go with the push-up boys is whenever the scoreboard ticks over, you do that amount of push-ups whenever the Cowboys score. So for those following home, score a try, 4 points, do 4 push-ups, kick the goal, goes to 6-0, you do 6 push-ups, and so forth. On this game, of course, the Cowboys scored roughly about 44 points in this game, and they scored all the points straight after half-time. So I then did sets of 30, 34, 36, 40, 42, 44, and so forth against the Rabbitohs. And to say I struggled is an understatement. I was getting boos from 7-year-old kids on the fence saying, "You are the worst push-up boy in the history of mankind." Fast forward, after about 10 beers after half-time, get to full time, it's 44-6.
Are you following this?
The Rabbitohs.
Yeah.
And this Parramatta dribbler comes down from the stands. He's had about 30 beers. He's wearing a 1990s Parramatta jersey. Mate, you are the worst push-up boy I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, all these kids are cheering and yipping and yahooing. I said, mate, at least we've won a fucking premiership in the last fucking decade, mate. All the kids cheering. Anyway, fuck the Rabbitohs, fuck the Cowboys, up the milk. Cam 13 plus. Cheers, boys. Love your work. Bye.
So there was this concept at the old Dairy Farmers Stadium where there must have been a section for the push-up boys, and they do push-ups as sports, scores are scored. First and foremost, I certainly hope he was paid to do that, because to do that for fun would be the most ridiculous fucking decision a man could ever make. He'd obviously struggled because he was a fucking ring-in. Did he say that a Rabbitohs guy told him that?
No, they were playing the Rabbitohs, but somehow some dude in an Eels jersey was telling him off.
Right. And then he was getting booed because he couldn't do the push-ups. Then he said his great line about he's won a comp in the last 20 years, and then everyone cheered.
Okay, so that was it.
That was it.
Good dribble, Dave.
Get the push-up boys up. I want to see what they look like. There'd be photos of them, surely.
Would that?
Well, if it's a thing, yeah. I want to see if they're wearing like bedazzled pants and shit.
Yeah, okay.
There they are, look.
Fuck yeah, guys.
The push-up boys.
The fucking push-up boys.
That's them there. Jesus.
You gotta love your push-ups.
You gotta love them. You'd have to be fucking good at them, wouldn't you?
They don't look like they're particularly good at them. I fucking hate push-ups.
So do I.
I fucking hate them. Fucking hate them. All right, let's move on.
Tommy, your voice is so fucking very nice to listen to on the way in. I'm the Eddy Simpson's sister dribbler. Just wanted to call in from over the New Year period. I met Amelia, very nice girl. Really brings out what Eddy's about. I was wearing a summer tan at the old some Pearly Pab fucking rooftop bar, and she came up to me and said, "Can I get a photo?" I sent to my brother Eddy, and I know, Eddy, that you have received this photo. I'd like to confirm on the podcast whether you have, from the old Eddy Simpson's sister dribbler. I was wearing a summer tan hat at Pearly Pab. Just want to know your thoughts on whether this is the only one or whether you get multiple. Be soon, Manly 30 plus. Talk to you soon, boys. Bye.
I have a recollection of receiving my sister fucking, runs around off her guts fucking running into people wearing the hats and sends photos in from time to time.
Yeah.
She finds it hilarious.
So this guy wasn't special?
No, you weren't, mate.
Sorry, bruh.
Sorry, bruh.
Thanks for getting the hat, though.
Oh, I love getting the hat. Love that you got the hat.
But so did millions of people.
And you're not the first dribbler to meet my sister. So, you are just a number.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's go.
Let's go.
Whip this thing on.
Hey, boys. It's me. Just wanted to give a huge shout-out to Timmy Dumbrell for housing the big boy Eddy. I know it's a big shift, so I'm so proud of you for doing it. A huge shout-out to the Tasty boys. And Dave, I fucking love you, cunt. Stay fresh, Dave. Love you, mate. See you, mate.
Well, that's a nice little positive up vibe.
At the club as well, like the pub?
Yeah, he's like just gone, you know what? I need to call the hotline and just shout out, firstly, Timmy Dumbrell.
I'll let Tim know.
Fucking oath.
He had another dribble which was similar, but he put another name in there, and maybe this will give you guys some context as to who this dude might be.
Hey, it's me. First of all, shout out to Tim Dumbrell and Ryan Bates-Craig. Love you, Dave. Love you, Tommy. See you later.
No idea.
Ryan, what?
base Craig. I don't know.
Yeah, no
Could
idea.
have been his mate.
No.
But
a very nice positive dribble there, and Timmy Dumbrell does, and Nicola deserve their flowers, if you will.
They do, and I'll let them know. He'll be able to hear that.
Yeah.
All right, DYOR, please play this. I'm sorry, this is a very long-time listener, first-time dribbler. I just saw Adam Elliott at the Dell in Newcastle. I literally had no idea what to say, so I said, "Oi, Adam Elliott, do you listen to Hello Sport podcast?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh, so you know you're the sheriff?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, sorry, good luck this season, brah." And then I walked away. So that's my whole story. Thanks.
That was good.
That's fucking awesome.
So you know you're the sheriff. Yeah.
That's funny as fuck. He is the sheriff.
Yeah.
That thing won't quit. Yet to be bested.
Yet to be bested.
We haven't seen anything.
Wait.
Nah.
We wait.
What is it like? What's the name for people just in the study of animals? Is it anthropologist?
No, zoologist?
Zoologist?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if there's a zoologist alive that has been able to find anything that rivals that dick yet.
Not yet, but
they've been looking.
Yeah, they've been looking. Well, except for that bloke. Have you seen the one he has to keep it wrapped up?
Well, is that like the one? I actually haven't seen that, and I don't know that we want to, unless it's easy for you to find on Eco's fucking plant.
You just go like biggest hog on record. This thing's bandaged up, dude. This thing's
let's get it's Dave's search history.
Yeah.
All right, get it up.
Have you seen? You haven't seen this?
I don't know. Jonah Falcon, New Yorker, who claims to have the world's biggest penis.
Well, we need to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember him being a yank.
No, I think the one that I'm thinking of is like it's like an elephantitis of the hog.
Yeah, that's not him.
You got to find pictures though. Can you also? I need to, and I know this sounds, but like apparently fucking Devin Booker has one of the fattest hogs alive, and I would.
There he is, the bloke with the sock on. Oh,
holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one with a sock on it. You've just given up when it's like, I just am going to put a sock on this thing and just.
Have a
oh
go.
My god, dude!
Yeah.
Dude, okay. But I mean, like, what
look at
good
that
is
top,
that
Look
thing?
at that, Mexican man. Look at him in the fucking doorway of the. Look at his arm. Look at that. Bro.
Oh, but there's that guy's giving him a run for his money. No, you aren't giving him a
Mexican man with world's largest penis branded a cheat. Oh.
Well, let's see what's happened.
Oh, there's spice.
Oh, you know what? I'm not surprised. It doesn't look. New York man once thought to have world's biggest penis brands a Mexican who has overtaken him a cheat for using weights.
Oh, he weights it up to stretch it?
Hold on. Roberto Cabrera, 54 of northern Mexico, has an 18.9-inch penis on the flop, punters, dribblers. He stretched it using weights and is now thought to be the world's biggest. Now, Jonah Falcon branded his rival a cheat for manipulating his penis length. Falcon from New York has a 13.5-inch penis.
Oh, so he's nowhere near.
No, dude.
And labelled Cabrera disgusting.
I think you're both pretty disgusting.
Oh my!
To be even, who cannot have sex because so Cabrera can't have sex the size of his manhood, measuring 18.9, eclipsed the previous record. Mr. Falcon though believes his challenger is a fraud because he's been weighing his genitals down and stretched the foreskin to grow. I mean, look at the guy from New York though. Like he looks like a sick piece of shit as well. Look at that photo of him, dude. Yeah. Look at the photo of him with those bike shorts. That is disgusting.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God is right. Can you now try find just a photo of Devin Booker's hog? I need to confirm or deny this. I can't see these guys' dicks anymore, dude.
I think we've seen enough.
Yeah.
We've seen it all now.
Just try find the inference of Devin Booker's piece. Holy shit. It's hard to see in the fucking with the internet. That thing looks sizable though in that photo, if that's legitimate.
If that's not just the
Photoshop
shadow or
the
Photoshop
pleats.
or the pleats, yep. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it in basketball shorts,
shorts.
Dave. Come on, mate. 14 inches.
Well, so he got the New York guy beat then.
Righto.
Yeah, look, doesn't look like we're going to find it. Certainly not with Dave looking for it. No disrespect, Dave. Nah, that's a pleats issue as well.
On we go.
Enough of the dicks.
Let's move on.
Last dribble.
Talk about living the life, though, Devin Booker. Fucking playing hot as fuck, playing NBA with Kendall Jenner.
Yeah.
14-inch dick, if you believe the rumours. Sorry, Dave, carry on.
Boys, it's the Potts Point dribbler here. Excuse the brevity. I've just been come on by a dribbler in the Beach Road Hotel bathrooms, so that was a lot for me to handle. Boys, I've actually come with a question for the potty. When has a dare gone too far amongst the boys? I'll give you an example of my experience. I was in uni days, went to UCS, good uni, and we're on a weekend away with the boys, and we dared a mate to take a shit in another mate's bag, and he did it. Now, the reaction wasn't great. I've never laughed as hard in my life, but I'm curious to put it out to you boys, Tom, Eddie, and Dave. Yeah, when have they gone too far? Beers soon.
I don't know if I've got any dare yarns in that vein. Taking a shit in a mate's bag is certainly that's a big call.
That's out there.
That takes a lot of follow through. I assume the gentleman in question who took the dump would have also pissed all through the bag, because we all know that it is not physically possible to do one without the other when poo's involved.
Yeah, yes it is.
I do not think that you have ever pooed in your life without a bit of PP going out.
I think some people can. There's wasn't there that dude on Jackass or something? Like, people can just shit on command.
I don't believe that either, because you need to have poo inside you.
Oh, obviously not but if one of us tried to take a shit in the middle of a stadium with everyone watching, there's no way we'd be able to.
Yeah, that's stage fright, which is completely understandable if you've got a poo in front of someone. What I mean is that when you poo, PP comes out. So I'm assuming this guy also PP'd onto this guy's bag. I know that this is probably his bottom of the... We thought farting into the microphone was bad.
Don't go too early is the lesson here, because
you can get lower.
It can get lower.
Yeah, we're abseiling down the ravine of content depravity. We just spoke about this guy's penis before, and then we're...
It says here, it is possible but difficult to do one without the other. But that, again, one without the other implies some people can't pee without pooing.
No, but I think, yes. But the question is, can you just poop without peeing, not can you pee without pooping?
I get, these are questions that have long troubled man.
Yeah, Plato was asking these questions.
Nostradamus.
Yeah. Da Vinci,
Newton, Einstein.
Yeah.
Simpson, Birmingham. Great thinkers of our time.
Great thinkers. Eddie, I think that's us.
That's us. See you later.
Shout out to everyone.
Bye-bye.
Could you two just not talk anymore?